Gaffer, 1-1 draw, tough game. What were your thoughts on the performance?
Yeah, it was a tough game. It was not a great performance, I must say. I think I don't like to make excuses. I just didn't think we were free flowing. With all due respect, they were on the front foot trying to get in our faces and wanting us to make some errors, and we didn't pass the ball as well as we'd like, which is fine. And I still want them to keep trying and keep doing the right things. I thought we could have certainly scored a couple of goals in the first half, definitely. I just said to the strikers in there, that's the fine margins of putting that ball in the back of the net. But we started sloppy. But again, look, we've had two fantastic performances and two fantastic results. And today we haven't got a fantastic performance, but we've got, as you say, it'll be a tough place to come. It's another point in the right direction. So, yeah, disappointed with bits of it. But pleased that you get a point, and this is going to be a tough place to come for anyone, let alone us. I just thought we weren't free flowing today, but I said to the group in there, make that your little slip as if you weren't quite on it and fired on all cylinders. That's our first probably performance that we were nowhere near the levels since Rotherham away, but we ain't lost them. We've got a point. So yeah, it's hard, isn't it, to take, because you want to win them games of football, but it is what it is. It's a point in the right direction, and we're still on an unbeaten run of 14.
Yeah, I suppose it says a lot about the team that when you don't play at your best, you still don't lose a game of football. Well,
yeah, but there's been times where we've not been at our best. Not as bad as that today, but we found a way. Today we just couldn't find that way, which is fine. Look, it's football. That's why we love the game, and the results are crazy up and down the country, as you well know. And what we've got to do is we've got to keep sticking to the plan, keep sticking to what we're trying to do. And as you've seen, when we do that, we're a good team. Today we were a good team in different ways. We were resolute, we were solid. We weren't quite at our free flowing, but we managed to keep them at bay as well, because they had some half chances, and maybe through our own lack of ability to move the ball quicker and in different areas. But as I say, mate, look, it's a point. It's 14 unbeaten. We move on to the next one.
Danny thought he scored on Tuesday. He did today.
He scored today, yeah, he did, yeah. He could have had another one, couldn't he? There's a couple of half chances he's had, and pleased for Dan. It's been a long journey for him for recovery, and we always knew today Pan and Broom, he needed the rest. That the two of them are out on the feet. I think Pan today was was carrying a little bit of a spasm in his back, and Broomy again tightness and stiffness. So we could only rest one of them, obviously, because they're important to us. But all we've got to do now is get back to the training ground, pleased for Dan scoring, and get back to work and to look toward Ipswich.
Just a quick one on the defence as well, because you said we kept them quiet. They've got a pretty decent striker as well, so to kind of limit him to long range efforts really is good, isn't it?
Yeah, well look, he had a couple of chances, didn't he, Cole? He's fired on all cylinders at the moment. He had an off day today. Is that because our lads kept him at bay? Yeah, a bit. But he had a couple of chances where he'd be disappointed he didn't score. But for us, we knew it was going to be a tough opposition today in terms of the way he's been playing, the goals he's been scoring, and yet we limited them to shots outside the box where Mike was quite comfortable. He really had much to do in terms of close range type shots and good efforts and more long stuff. But as I say, look, it's one of them things, isn't it? Everyone wants to win every game. I said to the group in there, it's tough at the top. You can't always go and win games of football, and they're disappointed in there, but we've got to lift them now. And I said, right, be disappointed in your performances, because it weren't the performance levels we'd expect and what we want, but the human beings that allowed a dip, and they've had a dip, but they've come away from a tough place in Morecambe with a point.